Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. I have a few eBay pickups to share with you today. I'll start with this really nice 1956 Topps Billy Pierce. Love this image right here. Looks like he just laid down a bunt and the catcher's going to field the ball. Really cool image right there. This card does have some corner wear, but no creases. Definitely happy with the condition of this card. Pretty big fan of Billy Pierce. He's sort of on the border of Hall-worthy. Certainly known for his battles with Whitey Ford. Billy Pierce, of course, was a member of the Go-Go Sox. But great card. Really happy to pick this up. All right, next we have a 1958 Topps Bobby Shantz, the oldest living former MVP, 97 years young. Of course, he's a fantastic TTM signer, so I'll be sending this off to him. It's definitely off center and does have some corner wear, but I thought this would be a nice card to send off and get signed. And it doesn't have any creases or anything, so definitely happy with this copy. So I'll be getting that off in the mail in a couple weeks or so. All right, next, I actually already have this card, but this was an upgrade from the one that I have. I definitely like the condition of this one. Big fan of this pitcher as well. It's a 1963 Topps Whitehelm. And it's pretty sharp. It's off center, but it's pretty sharp. And this yellow border shows very little white. Very little chipping, so I was definitely happy with that. And the one that I have does have a little bit of chipping right there. Really happy with this copy. It's sort of an upgrade, so nice clean white back. All right, next I picked up this card for my 1973 Topps set build. Got the Thurman Munson. Legendary player. Probably should be in the Hall of Fame. This card's relatively sharp. It does have a little corner wear, but it's minor. And it's slightly off center on the front. A little more so on the back, but I sort of accept that with the 73 set. The 73 set centering is just atrocious. And there's very little chipping along the edges of this black border on the back, so I was happy with that. So definitely a nice copy for my set. Happy to find that one. All right, next I actually have 3 different purchases where the seller actually added extras. And I'm purchasing stuff fairly often. It's very rare for anybody to send you extras. And so to get 3 of them in such close proximity, I thought was really cool. And definitely appreciative of the sellers for, throwing in extras. But we'll go ahead and start with a 1958 Topps Whitey Ford. Now this one does have some creasing. I didn't know that when I purchased it. Of course, the seller didn't mention it. There's some creasing right there, and I think there's another crease. Yeah, like right here. But I guess it's acceptable. I didn't pay a whole lot for this. And it does have some nice eye appeal. But like I said, he did throw in several extras, which was really nice. I just sort of wish that, sellers would mention if there was, noticeable damage. Because it's really hard to tell with just a picture. Especially if, in the description basically is as simple as possible. Or, these days they have AI. Writing up the description, so makes it kind of difficult to figure out if there's damage on the card that really isn't seen in the photos. But yeah, still a pretty nice pickup. And here are the extras, and I'm not sure year-wise what years these came out, but got a nice Allen and Ginter. I guess this is 2021 Allen and Ginter. Luis Robert. That's kind of cool. They threw in 1970 Rookie Stars, Washington Senators, Jim Miles, Jan Dukes. Unfortunately, this one's got a little crease right there, but it's got some nice eye appeal. Let me see if I can figure out what year this is. This looks like 2021 Panini Contenders. This is a legendary Contenders. Randy Moss, while he's playing for Marshall. Big fan of Randy Moss. This is kind of cool. And let me see what year this is. This looks like 2022-23 Panini Select. We have a LaMelo Ball. Snapshots. And last, we have a 2021 Sage Premier Draft. This is rookie autographs of Ernest Brown IV. So these were really cool to kind of get his throw-ins. All right, next, I picked this up, and I knew that there were hole punches in it, probably like from a push pin or something like that. But what appealed to me on this card was the autograph, and I'll explain that in just a second. The card is really beat up, but the main reason I bought this was strictly for the way the autograph was signed. And so this is a 1977 Topps Goose Gossage, and he is a great TTMer. But the one thing I liked about this is he signed it as Rich Gossage. And he really doesn't do that anymore. He signs Goose. But, you know, in the 70s, he was known for signing Rich Gossage. And so I didn't have one where he signed it that way. Again, there's the hole punches. But in all honesty, that sort of added to the legitimacy of the autograph for me, because somebody probably got this around that time and, you know, had it push pinned to his wall or his bulletin board or something, and really cherished this card. So, yeah, I didn't mind that there were push pins right there. Again, I wanted it for the autograph, and I don't see a lot of these come up for sale. So, really happy to pick this up. It's a nice ballpoint pen autograph, and as you can see, it's fairly beat up, corner wise, edge wise. You know, right there, there's some pretty significant edge damage. But overall, I don't mind. It's all about the autograph for me, and that could be on a an index card or some sort of newspaper cutout. I wouldn't matter. Just really happy to get a Rich Gossage autograph into the collection. So happy to find that, and they did throw in extras. And these are all 2021 Panini Contenders. It's almost like this was like a pack or something. But we got Dak Prescott, Shaquille Leonard, Derrick Henry, is that Jaire Alexander? I'm not really familiar with him. Hassan Reddick, Joe Burrow, and Jalen Waddle. So really nice of him to throw those in. And I didn't pay a whole lot for the Gossage autographs. It's almost like if you were to buy this pack, it probably cost more than the autograph cost for me. So really generous of the guy to send those. And so the last purchase I'll be showing, these were all purchased as singles, but they were purchased from the same seller, 14 cards. And the guy sent me, I'll show you what he sent me first, but I bought this from T206cards.com, their store on eBay, and they sent me a 100-pack of PSA graded card sleeves. So I'm not the biggest graded card collector. I have a few, and I do buy them occasionally. Certainly don't submit any submissions or anything like that, but these will definitely come in handy. And really nice of them to just kind of send this in as a throw-in, because generally the packs of these are probably around $8 to $10 a piece. So, very generous of them to send that. But anyway, I ended up getting 14 singles from the 1960 Leaf set. And I picked these up mainly because they look very pack fresh. And I just condition wise, I couldn't pass these up. There are some notable names, no Hall of Famers, but there are definitely some notable names in here. And then there's some unknown players as well, but I just kind of picked them up sort of as bundling, but also because of the condition of the card. So go ahead and start with this really nice Jim Gilliam. Just look how sharp this card is. And they're all like that. One thing I actually liked about these, I didn't even know this, but these are listed as Sports Novelties Ink. So, this was considered like a novelty set, which is kind of interesting. But I do kind of like the design with the black and white and the little glow around the player. I think that's pretty cool. And I didn't have any cards from this set, so really happy to add a few. I don't have any intentions of building the set or anything, but really happy to add a nice little chunk of it. It's probably 10% of the set or so. This one's kind of interesting. Of course, this is Jim Mudcat Grant, but this is actually the error version. There is a corrected version. This one actually shows Brooks Lawrence and not Mudcat Grant. So I thought this was kind of cool. Again, really sharp. There is a little bit of a touch. I don't know if you can see a little bit of a touch right there on the top edge, but otherwise, really nice card. All right, next we have Tom Borland. Again, really sharp. Just gorgeous looking cards. Really clean backs. Next we have Jerry Adair. I think this might be his rookie card, but I'm not too familiar with the player. This one's a little more off center. It's got a little touch on that edge. Still a nice card. Next we have Ron Jackson. And this was actually a set break by the seller, so there were several other cards that were available that I either didn't bid on or didn't win. But they all look to be in similar condition as this, so it was a really nice set that they were breaking up. Next we have Rocky Bridges. This one's got a little touch on that corner. Little touch on that corner, but not too bad. Next we have Bill Tuttle. Again, this one's a little off center, but pretty sharp. Next we have Al Spangler. This one's really sharp. Next we have Bill Verdon. Another really sharp card. Next, this might be the biggest name in the group, Jim Perry. Again, pretty sharp. This one's got a little touch on that corner. Next, we have Dallas Green. Of course, he was a manager for many years. I actually believe this is his rookie card as well. Again, really sharp. This one does have a touch on that corner, maybe a touch on that corner, but still really happy with the condition. This is another notable name right here, Bob Friend. Super sharp. And another notable name here, Clem Labine. And the last one, we have Dave Sisler. And he is the son of Hall of Famer George Sisler. Sisler comes from the famous Sisler baseball family, starting his 6th year of pro baseball. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. Till next time, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.